fourth. Number 28,
Welcome to Fossil Ridge High School
Sammy Stanford.
At Sabercat Field, where we have an intriguing matchup today. We have the
Batting
Fort Collins
fifth,
High School
number 8.
Lambkins playing the
Third
Fossil
baseman,
Ridge
Kincaid
Sabercats in Game 2 of a crosstown
Batting
rivalry.
sixth. Number 11.
I'm Trace Hand.
And I'm Henry
Boyd
Goots, and we'll be your
Freeman.
commentators for today's game.
Batting seventh, number 13.
Looking for a good
And
matchup
pitching,
today.
Sophomore Nixon Sykes.
Game 1 of this two-game
eight,
series went
number
in
4,
favor
right
of the
fielder,
Lambkins by a
Griffin
landslide.
But from what I've
Batting
heard,
ninth,
that's done nothing but
number
motivate the
22,
Sabercats,
playing
and
second
they're out for
Evan
blood
Yashin.
today.
They are. Game 1
playing
was a score of
shortstop,
16 to
number 30,
5
David
in favor of
Soto,
Fort
Escoto.
Collins.
Quite the blowout, but I would be
And
shocked if that
now
happened again
for
today.
the home team.
It was a close
Leading
game
off,
until
playing
the
second base,
10-run
number
5th
1,
inning.
Mason Clark.
Explosive 5th inning for the Lambkins.
Batting second.
The Fort Collins
and pitching,
Lambkins
number
starting
3,
lineup is
Zach
out.
Hall.
Leading off is Oliver Stanovich, the senior in
Batting
center
third,
field.
playing third base.
Hitting second is
number
Dylan
21,
Rubenstein.
Luke
He will be
Gasefield.
catching. Caden Souders in the
Batting
outfield hitting
fourth,
third.
shortstop.
And
number
the
8,
designated
Brady
hitter hitting
Bradford.
fourth, Sammy Stanford.
Batting
Kincaid
fifth,
Crow
right
will be
fielder,
hitting
number 15,
in the 5
Carter
spot,
Whitney.
followed by Coy Preby at first base.
Batting sixth and catching.
Nixon Sykes,
number
the
9,
pitcher.
Tyler Kephart.
Griffin Campaign playing in the outfield.
Batting seventh,
Evan
playing center
Gashler
field. Number
and
4,
David
Alex
Soto.
Heron. Batting eighth,
Fossil
and
Ridge
playing first
lineup
base, number 27,
is headed by
Hayden
sophomore
Money.
Mason Clark playing shortstop and leading off.
And batting ninth, number 26, left fielder Colin Goots. Officials for today's contest: Thomas Roth, Harlan Grossman, Will Bailey. Please rise and remove your headgear for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, we brought Zach's car, so we didn't even, we don't even have it. Oh, the
Yeah, but
That makes sense. We will take that. Yeah, I can take it.
You're safe.
The lineup for the Sabercats: Mason Clark leading off, followed by Zach Hall, then Luke Gasefield, Brady Bradford, then Carter Whitney, and then Tyler Kephart, Alex Heron, Hayden Money, and Colin Goots.
A little bit different of a lineup than we would usually see from the Sabercats, trying to switch some things up and see if it'll make up for their disappointing performance in Game 1 of the series. Tyler Kephart has fallen down the order. He's been in a little bit of a slump, but we know the kind of player that he is, and we know the power that he can bring when he's at the plate. Would expect him to bounce back.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a pretty rough start overall for the Sabercats. Just 1-5 on the season. Their lone win coming against Brighton. But head coach Mark Wagner, along with Brandon Wakefield, are really looking to turn the season around, and they want to start right here.
Exactly. And that's that's why they've been changing up the lineup. They put Zach Hall, the senior La Sierra commit. They put him all the way up into the 2-hole. He's been hitting well, and he's just really a great contact guy who's never going to strike out. He's just going to put the ball in play and get on base for you. Great guy to have in the 2-hole. Brady Bradford, the junior Army commit. He has been hot, and I mean super hot. He is hitting .526 right now with 2 home runs. OPS nearing 1,600. That is just unbelievable.
Yeah, also an absolute dog on the defensive side of things, playing shortstop for the SaberCats. Just an absolute beauty of a glove.
Interesting to see Colin Goots, the left fielder, getting his first career varsity start. As a freshman, he has 1 at-bat on the year, 1 strikeout, but they're changing some things up here. They obviously want some more hits out of this lineup, and they want a trusty glove in the outfield, so he's going to get his first career start.
Yeah, Luke Gasa-Thiel on the SaberCats is widely accepted as the best hitter in the state of Colorado, but he's off to a very rough start to the season, only batting .133 right now in 22 plate appearances.
Yeah, this SaberCat team is also pretty banged up. It's really rare to see a team this talented have this many injuries this early in the year. I mean, they've got Jordan Spitz, quite a great hitter. He is sidelined with a hand injury. Jackson Martin, the senior, he's a committed guy, their catcher, and he hasn't played a single game. He got hurt during tryouts, and he might be out for the season. And recently, the guy with the best ERA on the team, Keaton Smith, he got injured while pitching during last game versus Collins.
Yeah.
Just a depleted lineup all the way through.
Keaton Smith is going to be missed heavily, especially after the amount of talent they lost from last season on the pitching squad. Just a huge fall off from last year to this year, but still a lot of talent on this team.
Zach Hall has the start on the bump today for the SaberCats, and he's got an ERA just above 6 right now, which is surprisingly high for what you would expect out of Zach Hall. But he's faced some pretty good lineups, and I would expect him to come out here and shove and absolutely try and dominate this Lampkins lineup.
Yes, Hall is a fierce lefty committed to La Sierra University.
You do not want to have to try and hit that breaking ball late in counts.
Minutes away from first pitch here. Both teams getting their final messages in their huddles.
Nixon Sykes starts on the mound for the Lambkins. His ERA on the year is coming in at about a 4.7. Only 2 appearances for the sophomore. And this bullpen should have a depth of arms right now, which is the complete opposite from the SaberCats. But the Lambkins didn't have to go through very many pitchers in their commanding game earlier this week, so they should have pretty much anyone to choose from right now.
Yeah, on Tuesday, the SaberCats were looking for any arms they could find, just trying to get through the remainder of the game after allowing 10 runs in the 5th inning.
Interesting to keep our eye on. The mountains are currently covered in rain right now, and a light sprinkling has started in the stands here. We might have weather issues on our hands.
SaberCats are taking the field defensively, led by Zach Hall.
We talked to Zach Hall earlier today, right before his bullpen session, and he said that he's just feeling dialed. And I know there's a lot of motivation for this SaberCat squad to kind of get back after their really, really terrible performance.
Absolutely. This team is fired up. They just want anything to go their way this season to turn around and start winning some games.
Great food and beverages.
This SaberCats team is really top-heavy. They got a lot of talent at the top, just committed guy after committed guy after committed guy. Mainly headlined by Luke Gasethiel, the Columbia commit, great baseball program. He's widely regarded, as you said earlier, as one of the best hitters in the state by scouts, and it's just been really not expected how his season has started, and I would expect this game to be kind of a bounce back for him.
Yeah, absolutely. A guy with that much talent has to break through at some point. So we're looking to see that today.
And as we talked about earlier, Brady Bradford, the Army commit, and he has done anything but show that he might be getting better off this.
Absolutely.
He is just lighting it up at the plate right now. Zach Hall's warm-up pitch is looking pretty good. Giving the thumbs up, hitting all of his spots. As Oliver Stanovich takes his warm-up swings to start this one off.
Hall versus Stanovich to get things going.
Zach Hall on the mound. Pitching to number 15, Oliver Stanovich.
And here we go. First pitch misses low for a ball.
Right on that outside third of the plate, just dropped right below the zone.
Looked like a good breaking ball there from Zach Hall, just a little inside. 2-0 count.
That ball had a lot of lateral run on it right there.
It sure did.
Not fun to hit against.
That one swung on and fouled off.
Foul ball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
So a 2-1 count here for Zach Hall.
Stanovich, senior in the leadoff spot, but only hitting 188 on the year right now.
Takes one high for ball 3, and it's a 3-1 count. Hall really trying to avoid walking the first batter of the game. And he throws right down the middle, and it's pieced by Oliver Stanovich. Bounces over the wall, and it's a ground rule double. What a piece of swinging from Oliver Stanovich.
Man, he just punched right down into that ball and sent the liner into the gap. That thing bounced right before the wall and got a nice kick up and over. He could have been on his way to third.
Absolutely. Like I said, Hall was trying to not walk the batter, but unfortunately he just threw it right down the middle for Stanovich to get a good swing on.
At bat now is number 12, Dylan Rubenstein, the catcher.
Takes one low, and it gets past the catcher. Stanovich is rounding third, holds up there.
Ball 1 to number 12, catcher.
Breaking ball just got under Tyler Kephardt's glove, right between his legs and all the way to the backstop. And this is a deep backstop, very easy to take extra bases on it. And Oliver Stanovich was into third, standing up with ease.
So early on in the game, it's a 1-0 count with a man on third. That one's popped sky high. Stays inside the fence, and the play is not made. Zach Hall was the closest guy to it, the pitcher.
Man, I know Zach Hall is an outfielder, but you want to have one of your position players trying to make that catch right there. Cloudy sky, very well could have been lost against the backdrop, but that's an out left on the table right there.
Yeah, wind is picking up too, and from that angle it's hard to read it. Swung on, and it finds a gap. The first run of the game scored by Oliver Stanovich.
Just a normal ground ball right there, nothing special, just happened to find a hole right in between shortstop Brady Bradford and third baseman Luke Gasethiel. Just a perfectly placed
number 24
ground ball right there.
Left fielder Caden Souders.
Caden Souders now steps into the box to face Hall. Swings on the first pitch and gets all air. Strike one.
Caden Souders in the 3-hole RBI kind of position. He's hitting .471 all the year, so great hitter so far.
Kephart able to keep that one in front of him. Misses low for a ball.
The Lambkin hitters have done a great job staying disciplined right now. They haven't swung at anything out of the zone. Seem to have an eye for everything out of the hand right now.
Kickoff move to first is wild. And Rubenstein is going to third. And he's upstanding. So just not a good start overall for the SaberCats.
Third base on the pickoff play.
Zach Hall trying to pick him off at first base right there, but he didn't have very big of a lead. Hayden Money went to grab the throw that was a little bit off, and he collided with the base runner, and the ball got all the way to the fence, and that's a long distance to cover.
Ball misses high and away.
Hall with some anger behind that one. That was a heater. Kind of running up and away from the batter.
2-1 for Souders. Swings, and it's up into the center field. Catch made, and ball in quickly to not allow the run to score.
Yeah, a good catch in transition and throw there from Alex Heron as he rifles that one right into the cutoff man. Stanovich, even though he's a really fast base runner, is forced to hold his ground there at third. So no run will score right there. Keep the score 1-0.
Strike down the middle.
Strike one, the number 28.
Drop that one right into the zone.
Sammy Stanford hitting .500 on the season so far.
Stanford been the best hitter for the Lambkins so far this season, as he's going to check his swing there. They're going to check with the first base umpire, and they're going to say that he did, in fact, go around in an 0-2 count. Not a fun spot to be in against Zach Hall.
Hall able to get ahead in the count and puts him away for the second out of the inning.
Man, that was just a dialed sequence of pitches there from Zach Hall. Not sure if Saunders really stood a chance. Sorry, Stanford.
Kincaid Crow takes strike one.
Strike one.
Man, that is a beautiful changeup right there from Zach Hall. Pitching backwards to him and just freezing him immediately.
4 strikes in a row for Hall. Misses low, not able to make it 5. But Kephart able to keep it in front of him.
Good breaking ball that just drops off of a cliff right before the plate. If you don't see that thing out of the hand, there's not much hope for you. Just high and outside from Zach Hall right there.
Crow was able to hold himself back on that swing. You could tell he wanted it, but good enough discipline to let it go.
2-1 count on this pitch.
Fouled off for strike 2.
That ball's going to find its way onto the track.
2 balls.
2-2 count.
2 strikes, 2 outs.
Interesting to see
Runner on
what
third.
Hall chooses to pick from his lineup right here.
Looking to get out of this inning with just 1 blemish. And he is able to strike 3 for the second strikeout of the inning.
Beautiful pitch there, right on the bottom of the zone. I mean, with 2 strikes, you can't let that thing go into the mitt, and there's not much chance of you hitting a changeup as beautiful as that.
Yeah, it looked like it might be getting ugly, but Rubenstein stranded on third, and only Stanovich is able to come home to make it 1-0.
Zach Hall really dialed in those last few at-bats, getting the pop out in the 2 strikeouts. He might be a force to reckon with in the coming innings.
Yeah, you can tell he wants it.
Defense seemed to be a little bit of a weak spot there for the SaberCats, as there was a failed pickoff attempt and a pass ball that led to the Lambkins getting their runner over and in. Nothing but mistakes was their only Achilles heel right there. Lambkins weren't able to do anything with the bat. sophomore Nixon Sykes on the bump for the Lambkins. 2 appearances on the year, ERA about 4.7.
He'll start against another sophomore, Mason Clark.
Mason Clark is a great guy to have in the leadoff spot. Just a really good contact hitter, and he flies around the bases.
Absolutely, very talented young player.
And he's got the right mindset when he's running. He's really aggressive, and if you get him on, if he can get himself on, he'll find a way to get over.
Absolutely.
This top of the SaberCats lineup is really scary to pitch against. Just threat after threat. Sykes from the full.
That one had some heat on it, just straight into the dirt. Misses low for ball 1. Clark was a big part of last year's success, specifically defensively and as a base runner.
Yeah, and he also played a very important role filling in for Owen Morgan in the playoffs last year.
Absolutely. Ball 2 misses way outside.
Maybe some control issues here early for Sykes, as his warm-up pitches weren't necessarily filling up the zone either.
Yeah, Clark hasn't really had a decision to make so far this at-bat, and he is ahead 2-0. Makes a decision that time to let it go low, and he's ahead 3-0.
I mean, given the first 3 pitches of the game, you'd have to assume he's got a red light right here.
He does take it right down the middle. First strike of the game.
3 balls and a strike.
Sykes seemed to take a little bit off of that one to hit the zone there, and you might wonder if he's trying to throw it too hard.
Clark on a 3-1 count watches it go outside, and there's the first base runner of the game for the SaberCats.
Close pitch, but just a ball outside right there, and the SaberCats have a leadoff walk, and it's a fast guy that you have to be worried about too. So
yeah.
You got to be worried about him stealing, so he might get himself in the scoring position quick.
Leadoff walk for Clark.
Zach Hall looking to get his man over, and he is really good at that, just putting it in play where it needs to be.
That is his specialty.
Number 3 pitcher.
Just a great contact guy who rarely strikes out.
There's strike 1 down the middle. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Mason Clark take off in this at-bat.
Hall a lefty as well. Lambkins seem to be thinking the same thing as they have Sykes step off and force Clark back to first. Clark takes off.
And he's in safely.
Throw from Rubenstein not in time, not really close actually, as Clark had a great jump, and with his speed, when you have a great jump, it's just at a high school level pretty hard to throw him out.
Yeah, exactly, and we were just talking about how fast he really was there. He showed it.
And he gets himself into scoring position early. And this is the last batter you want up.
Hall takes ball 2.
Two balls.
Sykes taking a deep breath, trying to pitch slow here, taking his time in between all these pitches.
Keeping his eye on Clark as there he goes. Clark takes off for third. It's a hit and run. Zach Hall does his job, moves the runner.
Zach Hall moves the runner over to third.
Does exactly what he's supposed to do right there. Clark gets to advance to third with the meat of this lineup up right here, and only 1 out. So even though Hall didn't make it safely to first base, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Luke Gasathiel, the Columbia commit, and arguably the best hitter in the state up right now. First pitch high to him.
Nicknamed GT Reaper, he has the ability to make the ball vanish into the parking lot. Hasn't done much of that this year, but
just an incredibly smooth swing from him. As we get to see it right there, and he fouls it up and out of play. Geisathiel is able to balance his contact ability with his power ability. He's a high average guy, but he also is hitting extra bases almost every time.
GT knows all he has to do is really put the ball in play, and Clark will score to tie up the game.
Only seen the one good pitch, though, with a 2-1 count.
Takes one down the middle. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third, 1 out.
Swinging scenario now for Geisathiel. You might see Sykes try to catch him chasing.
He swings and sends it into left center field. It's in the gap, and he's looking for at least 2. Scores easily as Clark. Stand-up double for Luke Geisathiel.
Geisathiel put that one opposite field, just let the barrel drive it. I mean, that was a low launch angle, but goodness, did it have some speed to it. That's a very deep fence out there, and it just rocketed its way all the way to it. Geisathiel had to hold up at second, but Clark was able to score from third very easily. And now the hottest hitter on the team is up right now, Brady Bradford, the Army commit, and he's been unstoppable so far.
GT in scoring position for Bradford. Swings at the first pitch and rips it foul down the line.
Just a bit foul.
Just outside of the bag. If that was inside and past the first baseman, that could have been extra bases. But instead, he was a little bit early, and he's going to face an 0-1 pitch right here.
Steps off and brings GT back to second. We talked about how Clark was a huge piece in last year's success. How about Brady Bradford?
Seriously. He anchored down the middle of that infield with current Oregon player Owen Morgan, who was one of the top players in the state last year.
Very talented bat as well.
Earned himself an offer from one of the most prestigious schools in the entire world, so that definitely speaks for how well he played. Facing a 2-1 pitch here.
Swung on a high pitch inside. Makes it a 2-2 count.
Maybe one he would have liked to lay off in second thought, but
2-2.
he's got another pitch to work with right here.
1 out.
Piece is one high into right field. And there's a miscommunication out there. The ball falls safely.
Geisathiel getting waved.
Waved home. Another error in the relay.
Bradford.
Oh, man.
Into second base.
I'm not sure if that was a miscommunication or if it landed in the only spot that it couldn't be caught. Right in between the center and left fielders.
Not the most beautiful RBI double you'll see, but the SaberCats will absolutely take it as they take the lead.
The error on the cut is what made Geisathiel score standing up. Would have been an interesting play at home, but I still think he would have been safe. Carter Whitney lays down a bunt to the third base side. He's got speed, and he might have dug it out. Oh, boy.
That was a very close play at first, but it does the job nonetheless.
Man, I like the call, trying to get the ball down early and catch him by surprise, but just couldn't quite beat it out. It does move Bradford over to third base.
Very well executed.
Pass ball, and Bradford will score. You can believe that. And a punishing bat in the box right now.
Number 9.
Kephart,
catcher,
just an absolute
Tyler
unit.
Tyler Kephart watches the first pitch go low.
Kephart's had some issues with connecting so far this year, but when he does connect, we all know the power that he has.
Connects right there, but it's sky high, right to the shortstop, camps under it. Trouble finding it. Oh my goodness. Able to adjust and make the play, but that one was close. So third out.
Play made by shortstop.
Wow.
End of the first inning. Score is 2-1 SaberCats.
That thing might not have gone far, but it scraped the stratosphere, and that made it really difficult to catch and almost found some dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. The wind is swirling up there. Sun's coming out, and it's cloudy. Just three things that make it hard to see.
Sunny and cloudy at the same time. That's interesting to see. There's just one little hole that the sun's peeking through in.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdose on confidence. Started not to give a fuck and stop hearing it.
We saw Hall really catch fire in the last three batters of last inning. Interesting to see how he's going to build off of that. Had his sequences really dialed and was hitting all of his spots.
I know I exaggerated things, now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt cause I'm just smiling like that. You know good and well that you don't want a problem like that. You gon' make someone around me catch a body like that. Oh, don't do it, please don't do it.
Leading off for the Lambkins is Coy Preby, hitting an even 3-3-3 right now. 1 out of 3 at-bats he's getting the hit. One home run on the year for the kid, too. Final warm-up pitch from Hall is in. Kephart fires it down to second base. And the second inning is underway.
Tell the family hi.
Preby to start the 6, 7, 8 spot in the lineup. Takes ball 1.
Seen a lot of pitching backwards from the SaberCats so far this game.
First baseman.
Yeah, they've really been growing that in these past couple seasons, just trying to switch their strategy in pitching. Hall leaves one down the middle. It's hit well into center field, tracked by Alex Heron.
Heron came in on that early, but able to correct and flip his hips, make the play. Made it a little bit harder than it had to be, but with a center field so deep, you know, that ball was pretty much always going to be caught. Preby just got under it, but a good barrel nonetheless.
Nixon Sykes comes off the bump into the batter's box.
Oh boy.
Wow, that one had a lot of movement in it.
I mean, that might have dropped into the strike zone. Sykes had to dive out of the way. He thought it was going to hit him. Instead, it just dropped right in. But instead, it was called a ball, and that one's going to go wide of Kephart's mitt. We got a 2-0 count to Sykes.
Similar to what we saw in the first inning. Getting behind in the count against the first batter for Hall. That one down the middle.
Just froze him. He demonstrated that he couldn't really see that out of the hand on the first pitch, and that one right there just completely froze him. Sykes hitting 200 on the year.
Swung on. It's close to the line, and it's caught. Colin Goots, the freshman.
Nice play by
One of the first plays of his career right there, and he got a good jump on that ball and able to track it down on what was a really nice play.
Griffin Campion steps into the box for the first time.
The dual sport athlete, we all know about his basketball ability.
Ball 1 to right
Standout player for the
Griffin
Lambkins on the
Campion.
hardwood earlier this year.
Also a member of the football team for the Lambkins. He does it all. He also watches ball 2.
Fastball just missed low from Hall right there, and he's behind in the count early again. Let's see if he can come back.
Campion sends it up the middle, and play is made by Mason Clark.
Nice play there by second base.
Didn't get all of that one.
Just some weak contact off the wrong part of the bat right there for Campion, and
1, 2, 3.
Clark able to run underneath it, but a good swing. But still, it's the third out.
The SaberCats are fired up running into the dugout after allowing a shutout second inning.
3 up and 3 down, and it's 2-1 heading into the bottom of the inning. I mean, I'm feeling some SaberCat momentum right now.
Absolutely. I did.
Bring a blanket. Bring a blanket. If I come back over. Hey, what day you want to do that? That was my next question. Like, when do they do the dinner?
So like the side of meat and stuff put on there.
Yeah, look up the sign of meat.
Batters number 6, 7, and 8 are going to be up here for the SaberCats. Leading it off will be sophomore Alex Heron. He's been playing out in center field. Following him, another sophomore, Hayden Money. He's been over at first base. And getting his second at-bat of his young career, Colin Goots, batting 9, playing left field.
Now batting number 4, center fielder, Alex Heron.
We could do it on our
Heron takes strike 1 on the outside edge of the zone.
Hard to tell from here, but I thought that was outside. Heron did too and took it, and it's going to be an 0-1 count.
Swung on, fouled off, back into the catcher's glove, unable to make the catch, but it doesn't matter. Strike 2.
Alex Heron now behind the count pretty early. Pretty deep, 0-2. Heron slashing 364 on the year.
Fouls that one down the left field line. Alex Heron, another talented sophomore.
Not necessarily a guy that a lot of people had to look out for starting the season, but he's done a great job at the plate so far.
Same exact thing.
As we've seen with those 2 foul balls, he's a real pull hitter. Loves to go on the left side of second base.
4 pitches, it's still an 0-2 count. That one he takes low and away for ball 1.
Sykes has a lot of pitches to work with here. Something out of the zone might be coming to try and get Heron to chase. He does have to defend the zone right here.
Heron takes strike 3. That one just found the outside edge of the zone again. Strikeout looking for Heron. Out number 1.
Sophomore Hayden Money up now.
Number 27, Hayden Money.
Ooh. First pitch fired at his feet.
Sykes went fast on that one. Not letting Money have a lot of time to get ready there.
Still working from the full, though. That one finds the top of the zone. And we've seen the SaberCats watch a lot of strikes in the zone here in this inning. Not watching that one, as it is popped up out into left field.
Deep fly ball.
Good swing from Money. Just unable to find green grass.
Found the barrel, just not enough power behind it, and that one stayed up in the air too long.
I guess it's pretty hard to find green grass out there, as it's mostly yellow right now.
Left
But
fielder, Colin Goots.
Colin Goots earning his first career start. As he
swings on the
drives that one.
first
It's in the gap. Colin Goots heading to second base.
There's a drive.
The ball bounces off the wall, and he's going to hold up there with a double off the wall.
Stand up.
Yes,
double
sir,
by
little
Goots.
brother.
Colin Goots.
First pitch swinging, he drove it oppo all the way to the fence, and that's extra bases for the freshman.
So runner in scoring position as we get back to the top of the lineup, starting with Mason Clark. Clark with 2 outs. Swung on the first pitch.
Dugout is fired up right now. I think they like to see the freshman getting a hit right there.
Number 1.
Trying to earn his seat in the starting spot. Clark now with a chance to bring him in.
Clark swings at the 0-1 and makes it 0-2.
Man, Clark saw a fastball, and that definitely wasn't way out ahead of that one. Strike 2. Third pitch of the at-bat from Sykes incoming.
Colin takes off, and he is hosed at third. Good aggressive base running, but the Lambtons were prepared.
Ends the home half at the second inning.
Got a good jump,
Score,
but didn't have
2.
the speed quite enough,
For Collins,
and
1.
he was tagged out trying to grab that bag. But great to see a double from him right there.
So the SaberCats also, I guess they didn't technically strand any base runners, but unable to score with a runner in scoring position.
Hall bounced his way out to the mound right there. He looks excited.
Yeah,
to get
he's
back.
ready.
Warm-up pitch is coming in quickly.
So 2-1 after 2. This is more of what the SaberCats want to see than what they saw on Tuesday.
Throw down on a laser to second base from Kephart there, and third inning is underway.
Well, I'm glad we're in here. It's much cooler out there.
Starting with Evan Gashler in the box. Swings, and it's up the middle for a ground ball single. Liked what he saw, and he took it.
Second baseman,
Took that one right up the middle.
Evan Gashler.
Too much speed on that ball for either Mason Clark or Brady Bradford to get over in time.
Back to the top of the lineup, number
Oliver
15.
Stanovich,
Oliver
the leadoff, with a man on first. Gashler looks like he's ready to go. Stanovich tries to lay down a bunt, misses low, and he pulls back, bounces off of Kephart, and the runner advances.
I mean, that was effectively a bunt, but no out. Bunted off of the catcher's chest plate,
Very well said.
and Stanovich has a 1-0 pitch.
Runner in scoring position now for Stanovich. He swings and barely misses it.
Hungry swing right there. He really wanted that one.
He wanted to recreate what he did in the first inning.
Yeah, that was a power swing right there.
1-1.
Ooh,
That one was close, but it's called a ball.
must have missed just low. Hard to tell from here, but it's definitely over the plate.
2 balls and a strike.
So Stanovich has 2 balls, 1 strike on him. That one he had the jump out of the way on ball 3.
Quite a bit of arm side run on that one from Zach Hall, but still not enough. Misses inside.
(3-1). Stanovich looking for 1 pitch. He sees it, and he fouls it off.
That was a good pitch to hit right there. Just kind of floated over the middle, but Stanovich is going to foul it off, and Zach Hall battles his way back to a full
Tiffany Kuban
count.
makes the play in foul territory.
no outs, and a man in scoring position for the Lambkins. This strikeout would really help the SaberCats out.
Stanovich swings on what looked like a ball, but staying alive, remains full.
Zach Hall does have that breaking ball that for way up and out and away on a righty will drop back into the zone, so not a terrible decision to try and foul that one off by Stanovich.
Swings again, and that time gets a lot of it. It's past Colin Goots in left field. Runner scores easily. And Stanovich rounding second, going to third. He slides in safely, and that's a triple for Oliver Stanovich.
That will tie up the ball game, as that ball had a lot of heat on it and a little bit misplayed when it comes to the angle in the outfield right there by Colin Goots. So that will allow Stanovich to advance from second to third. Will go in the books as an RBI triple.
Rubenstein, no outs, man on third. Ball one misses outside.
Ball one to catcher Dylan Rubenstein.
That one's ripped down the line, and it's also fair. Stanovich scores easily. Rounding for second is Rubenstein. He's going to hold up there. So back-to-back base hits for the extra base hits for the Lambkins.
Stanovich easily scores right there off of the bat of Rubenstein. He just saw that breaking ball right over the middle of the plate. Was a good pitch, but just waited on it and pulled it down the line. Good piece of hitting.
Just hitting it to the right spots, and they're putting runs on the board.
Diego Romero in to run for catcher Rubenstein.
Diego Romero takes Rubenstein's place out on second base with Caden Souders in the box. Doesn't like the first pitch and takes it for a ball.
Ball one to Souders.
So like I
Left
did,
field.
I took what she told me and immediately put it into the stress.
Strike one, catches the edge.
Souders number 2 on the team in batting average right now, slashing a very impressive .471, and he's got a runner in scoring position, so not a great spot to be in.
Wanted to chase, but he held himself back. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 to Souders. Runner on second.
Romero, who came in to run, almost got himself caught up there as Kephart had a little trouble with the ball.
Yeah, Kephart blocked that one, but it squirted away from him a little bit, but very within range of throwing someone out at third, so Romero lucky to be able to react in time and get back to second.
Souders with a 3-1.
Hitters count right here.
Hall looks Romero back to second.
Ooh, good pitch.
Great pitch. Finds the inside zone.
Strike looking. Full count.
Count is full for Souders.
43rd pitch of the game for Zach Hall right there.
Hall. Great off speed. Fouled off by Souders.
Full count. Important situation right here.
Souders likes that one, but unable to make contact, and there's a strikeout for Zach Hall, number
Beautiful
3.
pitch. Beautiful pitch. Changeup had him way out in front.
Designated
And
hitter
regardless of
number
the
28,
movement, if
Sammy Stanford.
your swing is that early, you're not hitting it.
Yep. You could tell he had intentions of allowing Romero to score after whatever he wanted to do to that ball, but
Sammy Stanford in the right-handed batter's box for the Lambkins right now. Like we talked about earlier, he's been the best bat so far this season.
that is why he's earned the role as the designated hitter for this team.
Getting a hit in half of his at-bats so far, so
Impressive stuff early on the season for Stanford as he watches bowl too.
this is an important out to get for Zach Hall and the SaberCats right here. You can't have him getting a hit and letting Romero score from second or even having him advance to third. Ooh, good pitch.
Fouled off for strike 2.
Had Sanford kind of balking in his swing right there as he was about to be way out ahead.
Sorry, that was strike 1.
Still one out.
There's strike 2. Another foul ball into the dirt. 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Stanford. 1 out. runner
Lefty
on
versus
second.
righty. 2-2 count. One out.
Stanford trying to do his job and advance the runner.
Ooh, good pitch from Zach Hall, but Sanford able to see it out of the hand and lay off, but nonetheless, great attempt.
Works into another full count. Hall has seen a lot of these so far. And another strikeout for Zach Hall.
Back-to-back strikeouts.
Zach Hall has
for
done
2
great
outs.
in full count so far this game. He's got 3 strikeouts in that position and 2 outs. Very big out right there. Very big out for the SaberCats, and now they've got 2 outs. Lambkins do have a runner in scoring position on second, but let's see if the SaberCats can work their way out of this jam.
4 total strikeouts for Hall. As there's a ball low, bounces away from Kephart, and Romero slides into third easily.
Kephart kept it in front of him, but rolled a little bit too far away, and a good read right there gets Romero to second. Sorry, third.
Every out has been a battle here for the SaberCats. 1-0 count. Swung on. Misses for strike 1.
Ball and a strike to Kincaid Crow.
Crow looking to bring the runner in. Puts it in play right to Hall. PFP for Zach Hall.
Able to keep that runner from scoring right there,
Zach Hall.
as the Lambkins will get 2 runs, take the lead back, 3-2 Lambkins, but SaberCats still have a chance to hit right there, starting with the top of the lineup.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 runs.
Good inning for the Lambkins, but on the other side, not the worst thing possible for the SaberCats, as they have,
2.
like you said, a lot of their talent coming up here in the batting order.
This is the meat of their lineup right here, and it's just really hard for a pitcher to get through these next 5 or 6 hitters without letting up at least one.
Yep. Mason Clark was able to find his way on base in his first plate appearance. Got behind a little, his second, but it was ended prematurely due to Colin Goots getting out, advancing to third.
Rubenstein throws down to second. the bottom of the third is underway.
Leading off the home half of the third. Back in the box. Number 1, Mason Clark.
Mason Clark looking to get things going here in the third, and he does. A single drops right in front of the left fielder. So Mason Clark on base for the second time today.
First pitch swinging and first pitch driving. Little loopy liner. Dropped down right in front of the left fielder. And like we talked about earlier, he can get himself over.
Yep, getting a little deja vu here from the first inning as Zach Hall has no outs. Trying to do his job, advance the runner.
As we expected, Lampkin's really worried about Clark swiping second from him.
Clark faked going. Caught the attention of the catcher.
Rubenstein is just catching the ball with his hips pointed to second already, expecting Clark to try and take it.
1-1 Hall. Make that 2-0.
2-0 to pitcher Zach Hall.
Finds the outside edge on the lefty for strike 1 of the at-bat.
You can just tell Mason Clark doesn't like being on first base. He's anxious to get out of there.
Man, he's staring down third base coach Wakefield.
Hall
Begging him
puts
to
it
send him.
fly ball into center field, but it's going to be caught. Unable to advance. Clark.
High fly ball to center field.
Smooth and level swing right there from Hall, but just got under it. Lifted it a little bit too much, but good barrel.
Yep, Stanovich able to camp under that one and make the easy routine play. Brings up Luke Gasethiel. Clark fakes going again.
Inside.
I'm not
ball
sure if
one.
he's faking at this point or if he's just getting the world's biggest secondary. As 1-0 to Luke Gasethiel. Sykes picking off in the middle of Clark taking his lead, trying to catch him by surprise, but good reflexes. Safely back into the bag.
Gasethiel with a double in the first inning. Looking to stay hot.
Ooh.
And that one's high and inside. Watch your lips, GT.
Buzzing the tower. The lefty's got a 2-0 now.
Swung on and it's pieced. Past the right fielder, hits the fence, and Clark is going to look to score. He's
Wakefield's
waved
waving
home. Throw is made, but too late. Another double for Luke Gasethiel.
Another stand-up double by
Brandon
Gasethiel.
Wakefield threw the
Brings
windmill
Clark
up
home.
immediately. And Clark able to score.
I'm not sure the windmill even mattered. I think Clark was going no matter what.
That's probably true. Gasethiel with a screamer of a line drive. Had a bunch of topspin. Interesting to see that. And it just, man, hit the ground and buzzed all the way to the wall.
Little 4-iron out there to the fence.
Seriously.
Runner on second base for Brady Bradford here. Ball game is now tied 3-3.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like we talked about, Gasethiel earlier in the season has been in a slump, but he seems to have completely broken out of that.
Yeah, he's figured things out.
Yeah. I mean, he is now on the top of everyone's list of hitters they don't want to face. Also on that list is Brady Bradford facing a 1-0 pitch.
That one misses behind Bradford.
What in the world?
Just had to get stiff and let that go behind him. (2-0) to Bradford. And it's called ball 3.
Very well could have been a called strike right there on the bottom of the zone, but home plate umpire says it was low.
Gasethiel on second.
And 1 out, runner in scoring position, 3-0 count.
Bradford 4-pitch walk. Runners on first and second for Carter Whitney.
Whitney has been hitting near the bottom of the lineup on this SaberCat squad. He's a committed guy, senior on the team, but he's been doing so well they decided to move him on up.
Fielder, Carter Whitney.
Base hit in the first inning.
Yeah. Had a sacrifice bunt earlier. Slashing 364. Some good contact ability shown. Sykes with his eye on Gasa Thiel.
Timeout is called. Whitney wasn't ready.
It's a tie ball game here, and the SaberCats have two guys on. Now all Whitney has to do is get him over.
I don't even feel like making it. So
Wanted to do it there.
Just a little bit late on that fastball.
No balls, one strike. Slow move looking back at GT on second.
Sykes taking all of his time to get the second pitch in.
Swung on and fouled backwards. Second strike.
Temperature's starting to drop here. Interesting to see how that's going to affect the game.
0-2.
Rain still over the mountains out past center field.
Whitney puts it in play. It's a swinging bunt. He has speed and just unable to make it there, but advances the runners. Two runners in scoring position now for Tyler Kephart.
Carter Whitney, a skilled bunter, and that might as well have just been his second bunt right there. Moves the runners over, but now there's two outs. But like we talked about, this is a guy that was on the home run leaders list in the state last year, and we saw him put some balls way out there.
Catcher.
Oh boy.
Wow, for that reason they intentionally walk Tyler Kephart. They choose to face Alex Heron instead.
Interesting choice. Two runners in scoring position for Alex Heron, and I mean, he's still hitting above 350.
Now Tyler Kephart subbed out for a base runner, so I don't know how much he enjoyed that plate appearance, but in comes Alex Heron. Heron swings on the first pitch. Strike one.
Big spot for the sophomore here. Let's see if he can come up with something. Single will do
Center
it.
fielder, Alex
Bradford's a
Heron.
speedy guy.
First strike.
So mathematically, it's good.
Gets behind 0-2. Oh boy. In a position where he has to chase now. But he looks locked in.
Bases loaded for Alex Heron. 0-2 count. Swung on, and it's strike three. So the bases loaded. Stranded 3 runs.
3-pitch strikeout from Alex Heron right there. Would have loved to see a hit right there. That would have really changed how we're looking at this game right now. Instead, we stay tied. SaberCats grab 1 run, 3-3.
Lampkin's probably happy with their decision to put Kephart on first and bring Alex Heron to the plate.
Slammers North, Enhanced Printing, The Barn, Baseball Collab, M-Tech Manufacturing, Patio Splash,
What is it?
VSW Shoes,
It's just been spinning now for a few.
Ward Orthodontics,
Okay. Well, we have it recorded.
Black Box Merch, and Gojo's Over the Top Roofing, Domino's Pizza, Ben Bradley Photography, and Fort Collins Baseball Club. Don't forget to visit the Snack Shack down there, sponsored by Slammers North.
That's his phone. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's working. Yeah.
Son.
Hey, Dean. Dean, can you grab my dad real quick? He's right there. Just you don't have to grab him. Just say it's your phone. Say it's an issue.
Say Henry says it's your phone.
Top of the fourth. Zach Hall still on the bump, nearing 50 pitches. Mom's phone too. Give it your service because we can pull it up.
Yeah, I have it right here.
If it, Dad, if it was a technological issue, the stream would end. If it's spinning, that means it's your phone. All right, we gotta go.
Hall back on the bump. Swung on, and there's a base hit into right field.
Start us off, kid.
Is that Prevey?
That was Coy Prevey on the single.
Prevey singles into right field to lead off the top of the fourth.
Brings up Nixon Sykes, the pitcher, with no outs. Sykes looked to lay a bunt, pulls back, and it is in the zone for a strike one. Kephart fumbling around with the ball for a little bit.
Changeup found a way to flutter back into the zone right there. Zach Hall is on the PBR list for one of the pitchers with the most lateral movement on the changeup. It's that knuckle curve right there. Falls outside of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Looking to bunt again. Pulls back that time, but it is a ball. So 2-1 count now. Shows bunt. Pulls back. Ball 3.
Man, Hall needs to hit the zone right here. Bottom of the lineup, and you can't just let these outs walk away.
Shows bunt again. This time gets it down. Need a PFP here, and out at first. Takes a tumble after. It looks like he's okay, though.
Tripping over the bag there in his hustle.
Unassisted.
Good job moving the runner to second.
Prevey second.
Batters 8 and 9 up now.
Griffin Campion up with Prevey on second, and out comes Skip to have a conversation with Zach Hall.
Head coach Mark Wagner coming to talk as they send Coach Temp down to the bullpen. Who's warming up?
Adams.
Van is? I thought they were bringing Luke in. I know part of the pregame plan was to have Gasa Thiel or Whitney come in relief. Not saying that they're going to pull Hall here. I would bet that he stays in.
Did you already sign up the first time? We don't have to sign up again, right?
Sophomore Van Adams warming up in the bullpen.
What day is that? My brain is
Is it today? We're past the 20th.
yes.
I liked him at the end of last year. Throw strikes.
And the first pitch of the at-bat after the mound visit to Campion.
Campion swings. It's Bounce really high up the middle to Zach Hall. High throw, pulls.
Runner coming home. Oh boy, just 2 bad throws.
So an E1 on Zach Hall allows a run to score,
Run scores.
as well as Griffin Campion to reach safely at first.
Safe at first.
Man, the runner never stopped rounding third right there. Came in all the way home, and the throw from Money was just off the mark. Otherwise, there could have been a play. And just some poor defense right there. Allows the Lambkins to retake the lead.
Nice.
That ball's lined out in the right field. It's down the line. Whitney running around it.
Gashler into second, standing up.
Man,
Runners on second and third.
Stand up double for Yash.
And the Lambkins are hot. Oliver Stanovich, the top of the lineup, coming back up. Not what you want to see.
get some serious production out of the bottom of their lineup right there.
Okay, Ollie, let's go.
And the Lambkins are going to have 2 guys in scoring position.
And that's going to do it for Zach Hall on the bump.
You do? Hey.
All visibly frustrated. But he pitched a great game, I thought.
Yeah, he did.
I have sanitizer. I just don't
Those 4 runs on the board aren't necessarily an example of how well he threw today. Defense had some serious problems.
Where are you going? Whatever.
Balls were just finding gaps and falling safely. A lot of production from the Lambkins.
I can really only think of one real barrel that he gave up, and that was the first at-bat of the game to Oliver Stanovich. And given that he's coming back up again, Hall's going to make his way into the dugout.
Van Adams looks to be taking his place.
The sophomore threw in the game last week, but he came in with 2 outs, threw 1 pitch, got 1 ground ball, and got out of there.
Productive.
I was expecting to see Gaisa Thiel come in this spot, and he's throwing hard to the outfielders right now to warm up his arm. He might be coming in after Adams. Or there's even a chance they're putting Adams over at third, and Gaisa Thiel is going to pitch, but that's not going to be it.
I don't remember Luke pitching at all last year.
So the SaberCats transfer from lefty to righty here.
Trailing 3-4 in the top of the 4th inning.
And more importantly, runners on second and third. Single could score both.
Adams comes in with 1 out already.
We saw the SaberCats in the same position a half inning ago, except they weren't quite able to capitalize. And that's a crucial situation that really changes the outcome of games. And let's see if the Lambkins can do any different here. Adams signals that he's ready.
Number 22, sophomore.
Stanovich, an obvious threat with runners in scoring position, with a double and a triple already so far in the game. Adams, oh boy, misses high off the glove of Kephart, and that will bring in a run. Standing, Campion walks home. Runner advances to third.
The pitch was high, but I don't know if it was that high to get away. Maybe a miscommunication on what pitch was called right there, as Kephart seemed to look almost surprised by what was coming at him. Ball pops off of his mitt, goes all the way to the backstop, and it's 5-3 Lambkins.
Stanovich takes ball 2 high.
Ball 2. The center fielder, Stanovich.
It is 5. That's what I thought, but.
Swung on. That one might find, it doesn't find grass as Heron is able to get under it. But the throw is not made. And that brings Gashler in to score.
That ball was
Gashler
roped.
comes in to score.
Unfortunately, it was right up the middle. And what are they? Stanovich staying on first. Are they calling catcher's interference or something?
I think that is what they called. So the run doesn't score.
Huh.
And there's not an out.
First and third.
Stanovich goes towards second and he's up.
Pitch was behind the batter from Adams.
Rubenstein. at
So
the plate.
Dylan Rubenstein now with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out.
Meat of the lineup up too. Ground ball would have been really nice with Stanovich on first, but
Adams misses outside for ball 2.
very, very smart of the Lambkins to break up the double play right there. That ball is swung on and driven into the gap. Alex Heron gets to it first. Throw is in as both runs will score. And Rubenstein holds up at second.
2 RBI double for Dylan Rubenstein. And the lead for the Lambkins grows. Timeout is called by Coach Wagner, and he's going to talk things over with Van Adams.
5-3 before that. I'm doing the.
Adams will come out of the game as the hard throwing lefty. Excuse me, he throws righty, but swings lefty. Hard throwing Luke Gason-Thiel comes into the game.
Trailing 3-7, trying to stop this offensive explosion from the Lambkins.
Adams throwing only 6 pitches.
Way better. That's why I'm here.
And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold to make sure you something out there. There's a thing out here, it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet, you're going to regret it. Not the best ever been.
Faced 3 batters through 6 pitches. Charged with 1 earned run. The 2 runners scoring were charged to Zach Hall. His earned run count goes up to 4. When he left the game, it was only at 2. And you wonder if throwing Van Adams in that spot was the right decision here in hindsight. Gason-Thiel's first pitch of the game is down and in for a strike. He comes into the game with a runner on second and a 4-run deficit. Just the 1 out in the inning. Is that ball? Ooh.
Fouled for strike 2.
Got the head of the bat around on that one just a little bit too much, and that one goes foul.
The first one was a strike. Yeah. Let's go 2? Yeah.
0-2 count. It's his breaking ball.
He went and I
I have
bounced off of Kephart into play.
That is not something that you see very often. I mean, drop third strike on a
Fielded
sword wave and a miss.
by the pitcher.
Bounced off of the chest plate of the catcher, all the way back to the pitcher, and the pitcher threw the batter out on his own drop third strike.
Very interesting. I have never seen that before.
I never have at all. I don't even know how you would score that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Just say out.
Out. Gasethiel coming in efficient right now.
4 pitches, 4 strikes, filling up the zone, and the one pitch he threw out of it was nasty enough to catch him waving and missing.
And there's the jinx, ball 1.
Stanford in the cleanup spot here.
Ball and a strike to Stanford.
His third at bat in the game. Failed to reach in the other 2.
Good work keeping that one in front of him from Tyler Kephart.
In fact, struck out in both of his at-bats. Just outside from Gasethiel. And it's a 3-1 count. We might have jinxed him.
I think we did. 3-1 to Stanford. Swung up the middle.
Oh!
Off the glove of Mason Clark.
During that pitching change, they shifted Brady Bradford over to third and Mason Clark to second, so Van Adams could slide into short. Mason Clark into short, so Van Adams could slide into second, and that is going to be a run-scoring error as that ball bounced right off the glove of Mason Clark. Just some unimpressive defense from the SaberCats today.
Kincaid Crow swings and misses on strike 1.
Strike 1 to Kincaid Crow.
Two outs, man on first. Swung and missed for strike 2.
You got it, bud. We got Peter.
Oh, man, I thought that was in the zone. Good fastball from Gasethiel trying to catch him, looking at it. He did watch it, but it was called just low of the zone.
Same spot, same call, 2-2.
Might as well have been the same exact pitch. Even count here, 2-2.
Crow swings and fouls it off. Still 2-2.
Like, we have maybe about 4 or 5 at-bats for the season. He hit a triple in the very first at-bat. It was unbelievable.
The pitch to the batting gloveless righty.
And strike 3 on Crow.
Gasethiel dominant
Absolutely.
in his short appearance. But, I mean, simple fundamental mistakes seem to be plaguing the SaberCats here, as what was a really tight game is now one that seems to be firmly in the Lampkins' hands. I'm sure Fossil Ridge is going to do nothing but try and take that back, but as of now, they're down 5 runs. Not a spot.
Hey folks, it's a busy night.
Very fun to be
here at Fossil Ridge High School. We've got the baseball game here. We've got a tennis match going on over there. Soccer
SaberCats
playing over on the
trail
field,
8-3
and boys
in the bottom of the
volleyball
4th.
The Lambkins with the lead in Game 2 of the series, trying to take the crosstown rivalry sweep. Can you guys get a number on this guy?
Oh, yeah, that's Ryan. That's Ryan.
Ryan Thompson to pitch the bottom of the fourth for the Lambkins. Nixon Sykes clocked 3 innings in his start, gave up 5 hits,
Number 10,
3 earned
Ryan
runs,
Thompson into
struck
pitch
out
for the
2 on
Lambkins.
53 pitches.
Here comes the money. Hayden money to start things in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 27,
8, 9, and then 1
first baseman Hayden Money.
for the SaberCats.
Money watches strike 1 on the outside edge.
We've said that in his last at-bat too.
Swung on and fouled for strike 2.
Way late on that one, but able to still get the bat to it, and it's over on the practice field somewhere. Ryan Thompson with an 8.40 ERA.
Put in play by Money, fielded cleanly by the third baseman with a good throw for out number 1.
Crow makes the play at third. 1 out.
Yeah. Colin Goots in his second at-bat of the game.
Number 26,
Saw
Colin
one pitch in his early at-bat and lined it into the gap for a double as this one's ripped. Singled all the way right over
Ripped into left
the
field for
third
the
baseman's
single.
head. Great line drive, 2 pitches and 2 hits from Colin Goots right now. Freshman's looking fine. Top of the lineup, Mason Clark. Colin Goots was caught stealing in his earlier inning.
Ball misses outside.
Pitch
Let's
is
see if he tries to
outside.
swipe it back
Number 1,
here
second baseman Mason
on the
Clark.
1-0 count.
Colin
Mason
Goots
Clark.
having quite the debut start here.
Might have earned himself a starting spot.
Looking like it. Clark swings, and that one right to the third baseman. For 1 out, they get Colin Goots out at second. Not in time to get Clark at first.
5-4 assist to second base right there, and that's a fielder's choice from Mason Clark, but you'd think you'd like to have Mason Clark on first base regardless.
I like him on base.
Yeah, seriously. 2-hole hitter Zach Hall.
I just thought about that.
Following his pitching appearances, Clark dives back into first. The Lambkins know he wants to steal. They know there's not a lot they can really do about it.
Yeah, they clearly have their eyes on him at all times when he's on base.
I think he's had more pickoff attempts at him. Oh, fakes a steal there, trying to draw the pickoff. There legitimately might be more pickoffs with him at first base than there have been pitches to the at-bat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's something that really shows how much of a threat he is. I mean, look at that. Catcher catches the ball and immediately flips his hips. Even though Clark didn't even fake anything.
Yeah, Clark is in everybody's heads when he's on base.
Zach Hall's in the pitcher's head too as he's take it 2-0 and Clark takes off. Throw is high and he is safe.
I mean, they were clearly prepared, and that is what they were expecting to do.
Stole the base.
But still, Clark fast enough to get there safely.
Like I said, not much they can do about it.
Throw was high, but I don't think they were getting him regardless, as Hall has a 2-0 count with a runner in scoring position.
Takes it inside. Great eye from the lefty. And he has 3-0. Runner in scoring position. Wonder if he has the green light.
Hall with 2 outs,
Doesn't matter.
4-pitch walk.
Ball 4.
As that one would have hit a righty.
Now Gesa Thiel up to the plate. He can do a lot of damage here.
The slump clearly shattered. Back-to-back doubles for the kid. 4 total bases, and he's looking for 4 in one swing right here. First pitch, high and away.
High and away to Gason Field.
They're going to call a mound visit right here, as Thompson has missed 5 pitches in a row, high and away. If he was playing at Texas A&M right now, they'd be surely letting him hear about it. Almost all 5 of those pitches were so far high and away they would have sent the righty walking free.
They're going to keep Thompson on the mound to face Gesa Thiel. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Runners on first and second. Luke Gason Field.
Gason Thiel, an extra base hit would provide a spark that the SaberCats team dearly needs right now.
No doubt.
And that is driven. He might have just got under it. Spinning, and that's going to hop over the wall after landing. Oh, man. Keeping Zach Hall at third base.
Zach Hall was not expecting to have to stop there. He was running as fast as I've ever seen him
Ground rule
run,
double for Gason.
but held up, surprisingly, after the ball bounces over the fence for a ground rule double.
Effortless power from Gason Thiel right there. Judging off the swing, I didn't think that was going to get over his head, but showcasing the strength is that backspun
I
over
would
the head.
imagine he didn't expect it to get over his head either. But here comes Brady Bradford.
One hop off of the hard, dry ground and over the wall. And like we said,
Ball 1 outside.
hottest hitter on the team.
Shortstop Brady Bradford.
One of the best hitters in the state regardless. Army commit Brady Bradford.
Another first pitch outside ball from Thompson. And another 1-0 count for these SaberCats batters. 2 runs in scoring position. Bradford fouls it back right at us. Thank goodness for this fence.
Seriously.
Ball and a strike to Bradford. Runners on second and third.
SaberCats grabbed 1 this inning. With 1 out remaining to work with, they're going to try and get 2 more at the very least. With 2 in scoring position. Pitch to Brady Bradford. Breaking ball miss. Oh, my goodness. Some gasps in the crowd right here. Is that one?
And in the booth.
I mean, I didn't think that was close.
1-2 to Bradford.
He's going to try and say ball don't lie right here.
Misses low, squirts away a little bit, but not enough for Hall to come home.
Good job by Rubenstein keeping that in front of him. Very
Count
deep
is 2-2.
backstop. Hall would have scored with
2 outs.
ease.
Runners on second and third.
2-2 count, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Bradford takes ball 3 inside.
Got screwed on a call early in the at-bat, and might have been a makeup right there from the
Yeah,
umpire.
that one was close.
I
Counts
certainly
full.
thought that was in the zone. But it doesn't matter. We wind up in the same spot.
Bradford swinging, flies it into center field. Stanovich camps under it and makes the play. So runners stranded on third and second.
Just a little bit too high from Bradford. Otherwise, that thing might have been out to dead center, even in one of the deepest parks in the state. So the SaberCats are able to grab 1, but I certainly think they were wanting more right there. Gasethiel back out to the mound. Very commanding appearance from him earlier. Gasethiel with just 10 pitches last inning. Able to get 2 outs, both strikeouts.
Coy Preby in to start things off here in the top of the 5th.
Thank you so much.
Gasethiel fires the first pitch in. Outer third of the plate.
Foul ball, strike 1 to first baseman Coy Preview.
The 0-1 to Preby, misses low. 1-1 count.
Gasethiel was efficient earlier. That ball is laced into center field, but almost too much on it as that ball somehow finds a way to carry all the way out to Alex Heron in center field, even with such a low launch angle.
Yeah, that one was ripped on an absolute line into Heron's glove.
Pitcher Ryan Thompson in to hit now.
Thompson swings at the first pitch and fouls it back right into the game
Foul
changer
ball,
camera.
strike 1 for Ryan Thompson.
Griffin Campion wins the race to that one. Oh my goodness.
Oh, missed. I don't think he had enough curve on that one as it goes behind the back of Ryan Thompson.
I mean, that one had to have just slipped from his fingers.
I would guess you're right.
Regardless, it's a ball. 1-1.
Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 to Thompson.
Some serious heat coming from Gasethiel right now.
And strike 3 called.
Strike 3.
Looking.
Gotta be consistent, Blue.
Out number 2. We didn't really get to see a lot of Gasethiel's pitching last season due to an injury in his elbow.
But on a staff that's already thin for the SaberCats, he's shown himself to be pretty effective and important as he stays working completely efficiently.
Strike 1.
0-1.
Campion.
Coming right down at these batters.
Yeah, he is pounding the zone right now. Campion down 0-1 in the count.
Just low and outside. 1-1 to Campion. Oh man,
Campion turns his shoulder at that one, and it breaks back into the zone last second.
Pretty filthy.
Count is 1-2. A little wild on that one for ball 2.
Campion is now even in the count.
GT looking to get out of this inning. And I just hit his bat on a check swing to Gesa Thiel, who makes the play for the 3rd out.
The Reaper has come in, and he's looked great.
The money.
Staying efficient.
3 outs.
Probably under 20 total pitches here. Through 2 innings. 6 up, 6 down.
Just all over the strike zone is Gesa Thiel.
Forcing the Lampkins to try and hit it. But they still hold on to their lead. 8-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Sabercats have had some good hitting in the last 2 innings, still only able to get 2 runs combined. They've left a lot of guys in scoring position to end these innings.
It's not like you're asking for it. Oh, my God. No, I don't. Don't worry about it. Well, the camera quality sucks, but we gotta go live. Alright.
Thanks.
5, 6, 7 to lead off the 5th. Carter Whitney.
Number 15, Carter Whitney.
Northwestern College, NAIA commit.
Whitney
and that ball
swings on the first pitch and pulls it way foul.
That was cranked though.
Yeah, that just hit the JV dugout.
Well out of here. Unfortunately, well ahead of it. Strike 1.
Okay.
1-1 for Whitney. Chases a low pitch for strike 2.
Oh my gosh, that wind.
Waves at that one. Way ahead of it again.
It's your whole body head to toe.
And it's a 1-2 count. Sabercats need a leadoff guy on right here.
Whitney unable to provide in this at-bat. Strike out.
Sabercats need a spark, and here's a guy that, I mean, that's just what he does.
Yeah, he's a spark for sure.
In the playoffs last year, brought this team back into it with a home run that
Foul ball, strike 1.
might have landed in the bathrooms. Twin Silo Park way out there.
I've heard great things about that swing. Kephart on the 0-1. Has to duck. That one surely would have hit him.
Still almost did.
Yeah.
The break seemed to chase him down to the ground.
1-1. Kephart absolutely fires it into left field.
Oh my goodness!
Misplay.
An error!
Kephart
smokes it in.
rounding second, holds up there, but able to get
Stand up.
2 out of what should have been a routine single.
That ball was moving hot. And playing off of the bumpy outfield grass this time of year was just too hard out there, right past the left fielder and all the way to the...
What it's supposed to be.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties here. Picking back up, the SaberCats were able to grab a run there at the bottom of the 5th. And Gasethiel was able to continue his efficiency, grab an out, and it's 2-2 to the leadoff hitter, Oliver Stanovich. 5-8 Lambkins.
Stanovich strikes out looking on an outside fastball, catches the zone for the second out. Top of the 6th.
Game over.
Brings up Dylan Rubenstein with 2 outs. That one almost found its way back into the zone.
Nasty pitch from Gasethiel nonetheless.
Doesn't help Ollie, but
Just misses for ball 2.
Quick recap of what you guys missed. Hayden Money singled on a fly ball out into left field. And the courtesy runner for Tyler Kephart came all the way around to score. That was the 5th run for Fossil. And the 3rd out of the inning was Colin Goots grounding out to the 3rd baseman. And sorry, that was not Hayden Money that singled, that was Charlie Campbell. Charlie Campbell came in a pinch hit scenario.
I'll let you read it.
3-1 count now.
GT to Rubenstein. Ball 4 misses outside. Puts Rubenstein on first.
your turn, Queso.
And up comes Caden Souders.
Here we go. You got this.
Rubenstein walks. Brings up Caden Souders.
Souders swings on the first pitch.
Popped way up and way foul. Still a 3-run lead for the Lambkins. Much closer than the last game, but the Lambkins, regardless, still hold the lead, looking for the series sweep, and the SaberCats are fired up about trying to prevent that.
So Stacy, you know how we were betting?
Good pitch there from GT. Strike 2 inside.
Tempers have been high for both fan bases leading up to this game. Some shots were taken online.
Absolutely.
0-2 pitch.
Good pitch.
Trying to get him swinging at that one, but good pitch. There's always a ball. 1-2. And Souders. Strike 3. 3 outs. Gasethiel
Quick inning for
just moving. SaberCats need some energy here, and they're going to have the top of the lineup starting with Mason Clark to give them that spark.
Once again, we'd like to thank the sponsors for the Fossil Ridge Baseball. Slammers North.
That rhymed.
Enhanced Printing. Barn.
It did.
Baseball Collab. M-Tech Manufacturing. Patio Splash. DSW
What's up?
Shoes.
How you doing? Good, how are you?
Orthodontics.
Good. Always having himself a game.
Gojo's.
Yeah.
Over the Top Roofing. Domino's Pizza.
What?
How's your dad? Bradley
He's good.
Photography.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Fort Collins Baseball Club.
Good to see you.
Now would be a good time to grab a snack from the Snack Shack. Sponsored by Slammers North.
Yeah. I said I'm feeling good. They like puppy, what you get to? I pop a burger with talk. Wait.
We only have 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Good amount of time.
I hit shirt, bottle watch. Kicking at my peers, my influence, what for that?
Here we go, bottom of the 6th.
SaberCats need some runs here on the top of the 6th. Excuse me, bottom of the 6th.
Good night, Mason.
Mason Clark
Ball 1 to
will lead them
Mason
out.
Clark.
1 ball, no strikes to Clark.
Loud Sabercat dugout.
Swung on. Roller to the shortstop.
Clark's got speed, though.
Clark.
Couldn't quite leg it
Ball's
out.
played first.
Looks a little limpy on the way to first base. Might be dealing something in his leg.
2-hole hitter. Zach Hall. Steps into the box as this walk-up song plays. And the lefty. Swings. Drives it up the middle.
It's over his
It's over
head.
his head, oh my goodness.
Hits
off the wall.
Hall standing into second base for a double.
Ripped into center field.
1 pitch,
Stand-up
2
double
bases.
for
Zach Hall.
And that brings up Luke Gesa Thiel.
The kid's been hot.
Very.
Mr. Ivy League, GT Reaper. Swings and hits this one deep. It's in the gap. Going back as a center fielder, and he makes the catch running into the wall. Gesa Thiel just missed
Caught at the
all
fence.
4
Grab
bases.
number 2 by Stanovich.
Stanovich tracks that one down at the fence,
Hall.
but GT advances Hall to third for Bradford to clean up now.
Man, home run there really would have changed everything.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this is the deepest center field in Colorado as Brady
That one gets
Bradford
down.
singles out into left field. Hall comes in standing up. He's fired up. So am I, and so is Brady
singles into
Bradford.
left field.
RBI
Brings
single.
home Zach Hall.
2 outs, 2-run deficit, and a runner on first for Carter Whitney. Carter Whitney just missed a home run last at bat. Unfortunately, it was foul. Wound up striking out. But he's looking to steer it fair here.
Whitney watches ball 1 high. Bradford, another weapon on the bases for the Sabercats. Very
Bradford
speedy
on
guy.
first. Carter Whitney.
Whitney 1-0.
Oh, it hit
That
him.
one hits
It
him.
hit him.
Another base runner for the Sabercats
Hit by
with 2
pitch,
outs.
puts Carter on first.
First and second.
Guess who's up?
Tyler Kephart coming to the plate.
Mr. Exit Velo himself.
This man is capable of taking the lead with 1 swing.
He can put the ball about anywhere in the county that he wants. He just has to connect.
Kephart down 6-8, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Checks his swing. He went
Checks swing.
for strike 1.
On catcher. Tyler Kephart.
Kephart
Takes,
watches
Man.
strike 2 on the outside edge of the zone.
2 pitches and 2 gasps from the crowd. Not sure if either of those were in the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes. Kephart swings, fouls it right back at us. Stays alive.
Evan Geishler on the mound this inning.
Checks his swing again, and
He's safe. They call him safe. He's good. That's ball 1.
Collins fans not too happy
Ball
about that
two
call,
strikes.
but it looks to be the right call.
Almost a new life for Tyler Kephart.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gashler throws ball 2 above the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Runners on first and second. Tyler
runners
Kephart.
And it hit him!
Bases loaded.
Another hit by pitch.
Bennett
puts
Thompson,
Kephart on first against
the freshman with his first at-bat of the night. And it couldn't be in a bigger spot.
Thompson with 2 outs.
SaberCats are hyped up in the dugout. They believe. Ball 1 misses high and away. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, down 2.
Bennett Thompson.
Mound visit. Talk things over here. 1-0 count on Thompson.
Geisler's given up just the 1 run, but he's in quite a jam right here.
Thompson swings and misses for strike 1. 1-1 count to the freshman with 2 outs. Bases loaded.
It hits him! That's a run! Geisler rips his hat off in disbelief.
Another hit by pitch brings in
Bradford
frustration.
flies home in celebration, and the bases remain loaded for Charlie Campbell.
Charlie Campbell with an RBI single in his 1 at-bat last inning. As there's a courtesy runner.
Alex Heron
pitch runner like
coming to run. One-run game in the bottom of the 6th.
Geisler stays in.
Campbell swings right up the middle. It's going to score at least 1. Rounding
in.
third. Witten.
Terry's in
Alex
too.
Terry.
Oh, he's still going.
And Alex
What?
Heron missed something, but runs right into the out.
Why was Heron still running? The stop
SaberCats
sign was up.
SaberCats take the lead.
2-run score.
I don't know what happened, but
Fossil Ridge takes the lead.
3rd out.
What matters is that the SaberCats have a 1-run lead right now.
9-8.
And the Lambkins haven't sniffed a single pitch from Gesa Thiel. Top of the 7th. 3 outs, wins the game for the SaberCats. I've got full confidence in the Reaper to get it done right here, but if he doesn't, SaberCats will have 9, 1, and 2 to start off the bottom of the 7th.
Fossil Ridge trying to close out the comeback to take the series 1-1.
Charlie Campbell, man. 3 RBI day for the kid. 2 line drive singles and 2 at-bats. Came in late in the game in 2 big spots as a pinch hitter, and he stayed in, and he still delivered.
Sammy Stanford starting things off for the Lambkins.
4, 5, 6 up for Fort Collins High School to face fire throwing Luke Casathiel.
Ball 1 to designated hitter Sammy Stanford.
Casathiel. It's hit up the middle, and it gets through for a single for Sammy Stanford.
Seeing eye single for Stanford.
Got the bat to the ball, moved it right up the middle. No defenders there. And there's no outs and a runner on first for the Lambkins. First sign of weakness from Luke Gasa-Thiel. And they're going to pinch run for him. Big guy doesn't necessarily move around the bases real quick, and they need to run, and they need it fast.
They bring in Manuel Soto Rodriguez.
Into run.
Crow up to bat with a runner on first. No outs.
A bunt is in play here. Corners are crashing in
Shows
already.
bunt. Right back to GT. Takes the easy out at first.
He might have had a chance to gun him at 2, but he takes the safe out.
Out at first. Runner advances.
Lampkins get a runner in scoring position.
Brings Coy Preby to the plate.
Coy
with one
Preby
out.
comes up.
Most of our Saturdays are actually away.
Preby swings and misses. Strike one.
Blew it by him.
There are a few that I think like Heritage on a Saturday. Yeah, we have our military game set up for Saturday. I don't know which one it is. There's like
Strike 2 looking for Preby.
Boy, you got this, kid.
Roosevelt and Smokey. Roosevelt, I think so. One game we're playing at Chimney.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I'm not quite sure.
Grounded to the third baseman. Mason Clark runs him back at
Smart play
second.
by
He
Clark.
got him!
Good heads-up play by Mason Clark to run Soto Rodriguez back to second base.
Soto Rodriguez grabs his helmet in frustration. Just what a
Nice
high
play by Clark to
IQ
get
play
him out
from
of
Mason Clark right there. And that's 2 outs. And the Lambkins are stuck with a runner on first. They need to move him over before they can get him in.
Sabercats 1 out away with Diego Romero at the plate. Kephart loses that one, but nothing happens. 1-0 to Diego Romero.
Pops it
Swung
up.
on, popped up to the right fielder.
Alex Heron going back, and he makes the catch. And the Sabercats answer back. They tie the crosstown rivalry after a very disappointing performance. They show who they really are, and they come out here and take game 2, 9-8.
What a performance from Luke Gasa-Thiel.
Man,
Outstanding effort all around by the Sabercats to complete the comeback. The bats came alive late in the game.
Gasa-Thiel with 3.2 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts on just 46 pitches.
Big win for the Sabercats here at home. Looking to swing things around in their season moving forward.
Big hits this game came from Charlie Campbell. Pinch hit in the 5th inning. Able to drive 1 run in, came up in a huge spot. Bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, and he sent a liner into center field that scored 2 runs and gave him the lead. Luke Gasa-Thiel showed that he's really out of the slump at the plate. Opened the game with back-to-back doubles. Brady Bradford stayed hot. And look at how energized they are. I've been Henry Goots.
And Trace Hand.
And thank you for joining us here on Sabercats Sports Network. Good win for the Sabercats today. We'll catch you later next week in conference play. Thank you.
Hook 'em.